guys played really hard. We didn't play perfect all the time, but they played really hard, and proud of them. They're a really good football team, very well coached. I know some of their staff, how hard they work, and they're good people, and they work really hard, and they've got some great coaches. I'm just glad our guys played hard.
And you've been waiting for the running game to get going.
Yeah.
What can you say about Duke Catalan and what he did tonight?
I just believed him, He actually came in, I don't know if it was a Sunday or a Monday, and, we just had a little quick talk, and it was like, hey, I'm going to do better than what I've been doing. And I was like, I love you, man. I know you're going to do well, and just go do it. We don't need to talk about it. Just go do it. And he did. He went out and just did it. And he played really, really hard. He ran well. The offensive line blocked well. And I don't know when the last time we had 265 yards rushing, like in a true rushing attack, not Greg Ward running around scrambling. So that was impressive. But, we can't get too high on our horse and understand we've got another conference game on the road against a team who's coming off a loss, who's every bit as mad as we were after we lost to Texas Tech. So told him to enjoy it tonight, be smart, be safe, and then let's get ready to go play a good Tulsa team.
Coach right here.
Yes, sir.
As far as SMU goes, they came into the game ranked 3rd or 4th in offensive scoring. They've scored more than 40 points in every single one of their games. What was it about the defense tonight that had them clicking? They were getting the yards, but they weren't finishing their drives. They weren't scoring the touchdowns. What was it about the defense tonight?
Played great red zone defense. This game, and it's hard to say. I don't want to paint it with a broad brush, but it's spread football and how you get a lot of yards. You get across the 50. It's hard to score in the red zone, and that's kind of what you almost are. That's where you're at defensively. People are going to get yards nowadays. It's more or less, can you take the ball away in the red zone and can you force field goals? And I don't want to concede all the yards, and we can certainly make people go 3 and out on their side of the 50, but you have to have a little bit of realism with it that people are going to make some explosive plays. Quarterbacks are going to make some throws. But our defense did a great job when they started getting in the red zone of limiting them to field goals or taking the ball away.
Hey, Coach, right here. Can you walk us through kind of your thought process with the De'Aaron King play where he threw the touchdown to Postma? When do you like to kind of pull the trick plays out of, your repertoire of plays? When does it work best for you?
I don't know. We just talk about it, and as an offensive staff, we were just like, hey, what about the reverse pass, sometimes people have certain field positions, like right as you cross the 25. Some people call it the fringe, like right when you cross the 40 or 35. But we're not opposed. We called a double pass on the 50 against Temple that stunk, but we called it. Different places, just kind of a feel, and also kind of looking at some formations and seeing what people are giving you. I wouldn't say there's any secret. It's just kind of like a lot of other things. Coaches want to kind of say, hey, we're really smart, we know this, but sometimes it's just flat out luck,
Major, back on the running game, Mulbacar came in, gave you some really nice runs in relief there. The obvious question is he's in there, Dylan wasn't. Is there something that was lingering from the Temple game on Dylan? Yeah,
he had, he hurt his neck in the Temple game. Wasn't concussed, but hurt his neck and was kind of stiff all week and didn't get a lot of, couldn't get any physical reps, couldn't take any contact throughout the week, and was actually cleared yesterday. And then just going through warm-ups, just one of those situations where, all right, does a guy who's thinking about his neck and all that, is he better off going in than a guy who's completely fresh? And, Coach Pope did a great job of making sure that Mulbacar and Davian Mitchell and Patrick Carr would be ready along with Duke Catalan. So I was very, very, very pleased with the way Mulba came in and ran the football. Did some great things with the ball in his hand. He continues to do that and continues to do other things with the football not in his hands. In pass protection, he's going to be a really good player.
And can you take us through the kind of the sequence of Ed Oliver this week and when you made the decision or was comfortable enough to put him out there?
I believed all week that he wanted to play. I just didn't know, and it was one of those deals where it was almost like I was trying to psych myself out, like he's not going to play, he's not going to play, he's not going to play. All right, he played, but that was more or less up to Ed. Told him you got to do what's best for you. Talked to Coach Blum, Coach D'Onofrio. Is Ed at 70% better than Emil at 100? If he's in and out mentally, in and out of the game, and I just trust Coach Blum because he has a great relationship, has had a great relationship with him, and went to him on Thursday and said, I know he did some things yesterday, and we got Thursday practice today. Is he good to go? And he was like, yeah, he's going to be all right. And so just trusted our assistants, and they did a great job of getting our guys ready, and Ed's another example of what our staff did, get them ready to go. No, Linnell, he had a headache after the Temple game, and it was a deal where he wants to play. There's a lot of kids that want to play, and they know that medical staffs across the country, not just ours, across the country are very sensitive to that issue. And it got to a point Thursday night where he talked with his family and was honest with himself, and came in Friday, and we had never heard it. He mentioned it Friday morning and said, hey, I had some headaches last night, and so we ran him through our concussion protocol, and so we declared him out at around noon or 1 o'clock on Friday. Had no idea. None of our coaching staff, none of our strength staff, none of our training staff. Guys just want to play. They're competitors, and just told him, I was like, listen, man, we have no idea what things are going to be in 20, 30 years from now. Let's just look long term. Let's take care of you. We'll still win this game regardless of whether you play or not, but let's just take care of you. And I was really proud of him because there's a lot of social pressure to say, no, I'm a tough guy and this, that, and the other, but life's a hell of a lot longer than football. So we'll get him back, and he'll heal up, and we'll be ready to go whenever he comes back.
As far as Cal Postma goes, it seemed like you guys were trying to last week. You guys got a little bit more aggressive. This week, it seemed like you guys were a lot more up tempo with your offense. Was that just to match SMU's what you would think was going to be their high tempo offense? And also, Cal Postma has kind of settled into, I don't want to say game manager, but it seemed like you weren't putting a lot on him this game. Is this something just to help him grow in the position, or is that just the way the game went?
Well, the first part of your question, what we do offensively is going to be based off of what the defense does. We're never, because they go fast on offense, we've got to go fast. That has nothing to do with it. So we're going to do whatever their defense gives us. It helps our run game. It helps some things that we want to do in the passing game to go fast. And that was more of the tempo that we want to play at as an offense in general. That's more of the tempo we want to play at. Yeah, there's things that you do with every quarterback to try to make it simple for whoever that guy is. Whether it's Greg, Kyle Allen, De'Eric, if he goes in, some things that you want to do to make it simple. They have a good defense, and they have a lot of defense. They have a lot of things that they can present to you. So we wanted to make him very comfortable with certain formations. Instead of giving him 20 formations with 5 things, that's 100 multiples. Let's just give him 2 formations and 5 looks per formation. Now there's just 10 things you're looking at, Kyle, and just make it very simple for him and eliminate the multiples. And we stayed aggressive, and he played well. There was a couple turnovers in there. He was taking shots, on first down, and just talked to him. And I said, hey, listen, man, on 1st and 10, if we throw a pick, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Man, it's a bad call by Applewhite. I'm throwing this thing away. Put it on me. I'm fine. I'm fine with 2nd and 10.
Terrell, how does it feel to come away with 2 interceptions late in the 4th quarter, stop any sort of momentum from the Mustangs?
It feels good, but, overall, I'm just happy to get the win. Shout out to my team, and without them, I couldn't have done none of that. They brought all the pressures. They locked everybody else up, so, without them, I couldn't have done anything, and I'm just happy to come out with the win.
For both of you, what's kind of the key to the defense's bend, don't break mentality where, gave up some yards to a great offense and some long drives, but forced them to kick 3 different field goals, even miss one? What was kind of the key to that?
It's when we get in the red zone, our coach always tells us to flip a switch. We have a different mentality coming in the red zone, so it doesn't matter how they got in the red zone. All that's irrelevant. It's just stopping them from getting 6.
I agree with him. That's all we do. We flip a switch when it comes in the red zone. It's time to lock up. It's technique time.
Kind of wanted to follow up that. Do you guys put it in another gear when a team is knocking on the door, and it just seems like you'll make a play or you'll get a 4th down stop? But is there something to that when they start getting right there at the doorstep?
Yeah, you always fight harder. When your back's against the wall, you have no choice but to fight harder to get out the situation.
I feel like we pride ourselves on that as a defense. When they get in between that 20-yard line and the goal line, we step up. We just know it's time.
Got another question, just with Ed's situation all week, not knowing if he's going to play. When you have a guy like that and he's healthy, we know what he can do. But to have him come and play in this game, how much of a boost does that give to the defense when you can have him out there and he's able to go?
I mean, we're always happy to have Ed out there. I mean, you guys know the animal he is. We know the animal he is. I mean, whether he's out there or not, we know we have a next man up, and regardless, we're going to be a good defense.
Again, on your 2 interceptions, after the first one, you seemed very, really motivated, really wanting to motivate the rest of your team. What was your mindset going through that? What was going through your head after you got the pick? Everybody came to celebrate, and you just seemed like you wanted to motivate the whole stadium. What was that like?
Just a feeling came over me. I'm just happy to go with my teammates, happy to get pumped up. I mean, without them, I couldn't have done anything. It's a big-time game, so I'm trying to get a big-time win.
Do you guys see SMU as rivals to y'all, and if so, how much does this make the win a little bit more fun tonight?
I mean, we just look at them as the next team up. It's not too much of a rival game. Of course, we lost to them last year, but we just looked at them like the next team on the schedule, like we do every team.
Oh, guys, I wanted to ask, just you don't look ahead, but this month you get SMU, you get Tulsa, Memphis, South Florida. This was the first step in a really maybe a defining month. Can you kind of talk about just getting that first step out of the way and what that means moving forward and maybe some momentum you guys can carry?
I mean, it always feels good to get a conference win, but at the same time, we take it 1 week at a time. We'll never look ahead for another team. If SMU is who we have this week, if it's South Florida we have this week, that's who we're looking at, and we're not worried about anybody else.
Hey, Duke, Coach Applewhite told us that you and him had a talk earlier this week. You kind of said, I wanted to do better. Can you kind of just take us through that conversation, why, you maybe met with him or he met with you, and why you said what you said?
I mean, I just felt like I wasn't going hard enough in practice to his expectations, so I was just apologizing to him because he the one brought me over from UT to his, so I was just saying thank you for the opportunity, and I was going to start working harder for him at practice.
Dear King, so can you walk us through what it was like when they told you that the play that was going to be called whenever you got the pitch and then you threw for the touchdown? Can you walk us through what it was like to learn that you were going to do it, going through the play, and then afterwards?
I mean, it was a great call. As soon as I seen it, I kind of knew it was going to be a touchdown. They were so worried about me on sweeps, and then Postman ran a great route and got open. I threw him the ball. He did all the work.
Postman, to piggyback off of that, can you walk us through the play from your perspective? I believe it was your second career receiving touchdown. What was this one like?
I mean, we repped it twice in practice, and one time I dropped it. So really when he threw it, I was just telling myself not to drop it. And it's a perfect pass. All I had to do was catch it and then run to the end zone.
All right, so to piggyback off that, because we're going to piggyback on this one, which of you two begged for that play more, De'Eric or Kyle? Who wanted to catch it? Who wanted to throw it more?
I mean, we both wanted to play. We talked last night in the hotel room and saying if we called the play, we're going to score. So that's what we did.
And so, Postman, this is your second game of the year starting, obviously, and you got three total touchdowns in the game at the beginning in the first half. How do you feel now going to the rest of the season as a starter? You started obviously at Trinity Community College, had the success there, came here as a backup, always have been called up, but as the quarterback on the bench. What does it feel like now to be the starter to be the starter of the team?
I mean, it feels great. I'm just trying to get my confidence up more. I made a few bad throws and bad decisions. I just got to clean those up in practice and then just come out and do the best I can for the team.
Kyle, what's it like when you can establish a consistent running game like you guys did tonight? What kind of look maybe differently does it do for the offense?
I mean, that helps us out tremendously. We controlled the line of scrimmage the whole game, and Duke was running real hard for us. It kept picking up good plays and just running hard, and just controlling the line of scrimmage really opens up the passing game and everything. And we were just executing as a team.
Duke, as far as the running game goes, obviously you were getting the most of the yards. At what point during the game did you feel like, this is going to be maybe not a career game, but this is you're finding the holes. You're seeing the field on a different probably level than you have the entire year. At what point during the game did you feel it?
Really, my first carry, when I seen that the line was blocking really good, I said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one."
Duke, to get a game like this, you've been through a lot since you've been here. You had some injuries last year that really never let yourself get comfortable and get going. Is this kind of what you envision? I mean, not that many yards, but just the ability to go out there, be a 22 carry type of night kind of guy?
Yes, I've been waiting on it, and then I'm glad that it happened tonight. So, but I can't get ahead of myself. I gotta keep working hard.
Anything else for this guy?
Did you put more pressure knowing Dylan wasn't available, and you two had kind of gone back and forth all season, but they were going to really rely on you tonight?
No, it wasn't no pressure on me because I believe in Mobile and the backup Davion. So you see, Mobile, he had some good runs too. So it wasn't any pressure.
Derek, how comfortable are you getting as a wide receiver? As on that one touchdown, it just looked like you caught the ball right in front of the cornerback and you just kind of sidestepped them and went to the end zone. Are you getting more comfortable as a wide receiver? Is that something that you're really focusing in practice?
Yeah, I mean, as much reps as I get in the games, I'll get more comfortable. So me playing receiver a lot is just naturally helping me become more comfortable, and that's just it's football. So.
Thanks, guys.